Hello and welcome back. I'm B-Ball2 and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Season 2 continued. Yes, that will be our live stream for a while. Honestly, I don't remember exactly what we did last time. I think that's okay, because we will make it better and figure it out and fix it anyways. But first of all, let's say hi to everyone that already joined us. Hey, Jelly Grunner, Dennis Becker, born Machiavelli? That close? Ooh, rain, that means I have day and night cycle on. I read somewhere, or I talked to developers, that was the problem. My Season 3 right now doesn't get rain, so it doesn't get muddy roads, because I have always day. To have rain on, you actually need the night cycle. Okay, interesting. We may turn that off, though. Sergey, hey, how's it going? Hoi, Jose, Yames Ramos? Probably said that wrong. Hola, yeah, hola to you. So, I have some time, maybe an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, so I figured why not sprinkle in a quick live stream at my almost normal release time for videos. Okay, rain. we don't need that much rain. Let's turn you off. Static sun. Always day. Okay, do this. Yes, thank you. Cool, we'll get back. That'll work, don't worry. Well, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be fine. 68 teapot. Do you know what 418 means? Does that mean anything to you? Just curious. Jeff Lemire. Lemire? Probably saying that wrong. Thank you. It is a nice game. It's like Hamas. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Yeah, I'm glad. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. What did we do here? There's a steel mill here. There's a farm here. I know this is different in Season 3. There's nothing over here yet. Okay, that's fine. There's our normal gravel in that area. Okay, there's a coal mine here. Yes, that fields is running. There's this highway going down to our nice little harbor town that has nobody living here. What's our problem? What's my problem? 2,000 people. That's the problem. We've been here for 21 years and nobody lives here. That's not helpful. Okay, I do want to actually... Did I lose people? What happened? Nope, actually, it should have been pretty okay. What's this? Where are we going? August. We are going towards winter. What about... There are people here. There are people here. We just need more people, I suppose. So our one meager city that we have over here, are you eating up too many citizens? We have nobody 21 living with parents. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill this city up a little. What button should we click? This one. Invite 10 immigrants. You can always get a couple third world immigrants, but mostly you shouldn't do that because that will overload your school system and that's not helping anyone. Yeah, I'm jumping right in here. I go look at the chat. No idea 418. 418 is an HTML error code, so on like websites and other things, and the error code literally means I'm a teapot. At my actual work, that was something we called our group, squad, team, whatever you want to call it. We were Team 418, Team Teapot. So the teapot was actually our mascot. I was just thinking 68 teapot is pretty close to that, but I'm sure it means something else. But that's just a little, maybe trivia that you can throw in somewhere. You can make it sound like you're a software engineer or something. Oh gosh, there's more citizens. Yeah, so we spent 2 million on citizens. Hopefully that will get us somewhere. Anyways, what should we do today? I actually have the notion of not ignoring, but of leaving what's going on over here alone for a little while, because all of this is kind of happening, and it's 68 is the year you were born in. Okay, so you're young. That's excellent. I meant to build a city out here at some point, but what I'm actually planning on, let this all complete, everything that's over here. Do I need to, let's see. I have construction office assigned. I can get to that one, the university. Okay, get all of this. Yeah. Get all of this. Everything that we can. I don't want to micromanage this. I should probably just turn on auto build. That's our airplanes. Yeah, airplanes, helicopters. Yeah, it should be fine. I don't want to micromanage this because I'm actually looking at starting an island nation. That means a little more imports than usual, but I may have some ships that may let me do the import a little more economically. So I could put a harbor here. What resources do we have? Let's see. Sorry, microphone is in the way just a little bit. You love the tea. Yes, that is a familiar stereotype. I would call that. Where am I? Where am I? Where's my thing? Oh, down here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. What's on this island? Coal, a little bit. Iron, no. No oil. None of this. None of this. So this is a terrible island to go on. That wouldn't help me at all. I wouldn't mind getting some oil going, and that's obviously up here. But there is, as it is right now, no direct path to the border unless I can put a harbor right on there, which I don't know if that's a thing. So, okay, we could start oil production here. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all, but this will just be probably a pumping harbor connected to a bunch of storages, and then we have a bunch of oil derrick or pump jacks or whatever they call it in the game now, that will get us what we need. That's not a, I don't think that's a terrible idea. Is the music too loud, by the way? Radyaga, how's it going? Oil ore. Part of me also wants iron ore. I think this one may be a better spot if this is... There you go. How's the topography? Topography is awful. I could build a city up here, and then a harbor down here, and just use a conveyor belt to get stuff down there. And ooh, actually, and I'm thinking out loud here. Sometimes if I would record this, I would actually try to do that beforehand. But are we set up? No, we're just set up for loading, not for unloading. So unloading would have to happen probably here. Building something on this corner, that's not going to be easy. Whatever option do we have? You can't really make a junction on a bridge, so I can't just split out a Y junction here and put another harbor on this side. It's not going to work. I also need a loading facility of some sorts. I think loading we could set up here. Get iron out there. That would mean we want to get some rails set up. What am I doing here? This is not... It's not electrified, and that's okay. I don't need it to be electrified. I want you essentially to come out here. We can get there. Stereotypes are typically true. Often they are. Yes, absolutely. I would not argue with that. And often they're even confirmed, which just means they are true, like you said. But sometimes stereotypes still get annoying, even if they're true. So... I'm trying to be careful with it. Not too careful, but careful enough. What are you not liking here? Let me build something. Ryan, this is a game about building things. Let me... I can't ignore this. Build the new infrastructure first. Iron ore. I think we're gonna go with iron ore because we need that for our steel mill, and if I can actually produce that... Ooh, too many windows open. Let's turn this off. I'll show you where my mouse cursor is in a second. But it looks like we are... We just don't have enough people, do we? That's a problem. We don't have enough people. We have all of this. We should export more. Why aren't we exporting more? What about signals? We are signaled up. That's good. What am I importing? Am I importing iron right now? I would assume I am. Imports. Soviet Republic. Iron. We're importing... How are we importing coal still? Who's importing coal? Oh. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. Let's see here. You need power, that's fine. Where is a train on this network? Any train at all. Guys, you shouldn't park on the rail. The train's not gonna stop for you, sorry. Where are all the trains? I don't feel like this is... There's one train. Okay, got it. You have livestock on board. Oh, did I set you up completely wrong? I did, didn't I? At the customs house, I told you to load anything you feel like. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't need everything. Okay, let's fix this. Oh, it's gonna be expensive. He has 265,000 loaded. Okay, let's let you unload a little more of that. Let's unload a little more clothing. A little more. Okay. Electrical components. Sure, why not? Just mechanical. Electrical, yes. Unload all of that. Plastics, I don't care that much about steel. Yes, steel I would like you to unload more, but I don't think I have more space for that. Yeah, I would have to drop off some stuff here, so I guess steel's gonna stay there. Food. Yeah, food would be a good one to have more of. We're full. We're full. We don't need crops. Okay. Go away. Oh, I should do the same thing for steel. Set that to 0. Now we don't have food anymore. Boards, I don't care. Bricks, I don't care that much. Prefab, I don't care that much. Steel, yes, I care about steel. Let's get rid of some of this so we can store more steel. There you go. I'm not gonna get rid of all of that, no. Less boards, more steel. I don't want to waste all my money. I borrowed so much money at this point that it's really not worth throwing all of that away. So, yeah. Interested on loans? Well, I have loans. We spent like a lot of millions last time we played. We essentially built the whole harbor town, and I would like to start paying that back sooner rather than later, and I need some industry for that. Maybe I should do oil. Maybe I should concentrate on actually paying back all of these loans instead of building my steel industry, which steel industry is way too expensive anyways. Anyways, I want food from you, clothing from you, some of this from you. Mechanical components are always expensive though. No, I'm not going to do that for a little while. And steel, boards, prefabs, bricks, that looks good. Do I have an advanced setup on here? I'm telling you to get food, mechanical components, clothes, and electronics. Not doing anything here. Those two are set up. Okay, so this one may be the problem. For right now, actually, let's just say don't use this card. I will adjust it as needed later on. But for right now, it should be fine. Livestock. Well, boards and bricks. Hey, whatever. Can't win them all. I told you to wait until unloaded. I would like to get... I don't want to discard all cargo, to be fair. I just want to get rid of the livestock, because it takes up some space. Actually, I didn't know that the boxcars transport livestock too, like the livestock trailers. Okay, let's just send you. Do something. Do something productive. That will be. Lots of interest on loans. Yes, there is. Money just disappears here. But I do know that we will need one more loan for sure to get some industry started. And I think oil may be a good starter because we do need some money. We need some money. The other one would be uranium ore if we export nuclear fuel. But that production chain is huge and takes a lot of manpower, so I don't think that's a good one to go with. Instead, we should do oil. And I wouldn't mind having this really far away from everywhere we are. So yes, no, I like this. I want to start a second nation up here that works in conjunction with the first part that I already set up. And we just need a lot of oil derricks here. And for right now, we're going to start just exporting the raw oil. If we get enough people together, as long as I don't lose any... Wow, happiness is not great. Huh. Well, we'll see how this goes. It's a little more loose and fast than we play in the regular season. This is a stream after all, so I don't want to bore you too much with my thought process of all the things that are not really doing something. Oh wow, I'm live broadcasting on Steam. I'm not trying to do that. Let's see if I can turn that off. Not force quit. What is all of this? I don't want to stream. How do I turn this off? Web browser muting settings. Oh, I'm not live. That's what that means. There's just a little thing up there. I don't know if you can even see that. That's fine. Anything you guys want to ask me? Anything you guys want me to start on? Want me to do? Otherwise, I'll get started on the oil after I take a quick sip of water. I don't think the chat stopped. I think it just... I'm talking too much, so you don't have time to say anything. That's what I'm gonna go with. Nope. According to my phone, that's what the chat looks like right now. I do feel like I see a lot of new names, even in the chat so far. Jose, I've seen. Dennis Becker, yes, we talk. But the rest, I'm not sure. I've seen it. Did he come from the Colonel Failure post? I threw that in this Promote Everything channel. I don't think he streams until 2, so I hope it doesn't interfere with anything that he does. That's not my intention. But I figured, hey, new audience maybe. Maybe someone wants to see something. Peter, never stop. I do enjoy watching videos when I've got time. Tom South Coast, how's it going? Yes, no, I will never stop. I will always keep on babbling until I'm out of time, and then I will stop babbling. I spent 23 minutes not doing anything. How do I get iron? I really want to know, how am I transporting iron to my steel mill? I want to figure that out before I go too deep into everything else. I'm not, I guess, does it really matter? I'm not doing anything with iron anymore. I'm assuming the distribution office is bringing iron in. These guys are loading something there, and they're unloading... Where's the steel mill? Gravel quarry, train, diesel, heating, coal steel mill. Yes. You're unloading just iron. Yeah, that's all we're gonna stuff in there. So no train is used for this whole area. That's lame. I should probably get a train on the bricks. I'm assuming there's no... There's one related vehicle. There's a flatbed. Lame. Let's get a train for that. We'll take on another loan if we have to, but let's get a train for that. I have a diesel station out here, so that's nice. Oh, this is all vanilla. I remember that. 400,000? No. The V100, that'll be enough. Cargo wagon, give me... Sure. Actually... 69 out of 79. I want to use these, just 3, because we're small train. And I don't have... I'm out of money because I bought a small train. Ouch. Ouchies! We need money to start the other Republic, otherwise we're just... I don't want to restart this, I actually want to see if I can take it anywhere. So throw you in there, and all I need you to do is export the bricks. Wait until loaded, wait until unloaded. You don't actually need that at the border, we'll always unload because the border will have power and do all the things that it needs to do. Should we write the train quick? So I can read or do whatever is happening, figure out whatever is happening around us. First person camera, maybe. Oh, that's pretty. Turn the border lines off, please. Yeah, let's enjoy a train ride, and then we'll start the Second Republic. This looks like an appropriate sized train for this type of locomotive, if you ask me. Maybe you disagree. Sorry about that sound, my hands were sticky. Okay, Thumbs Up Pills. Recently found your videos and really enjoying it. Glad you are. Jelly, I'm playing the same game, that's why I don't write too much. Smart. I do that a lot. Especially, yeah, no, I do that a lot, period. Tom, thanks. A bonus to watch live when I'm on break at work. You're working on a Saturday, I'm sorry. Hope they pay you well. Peter, same here, Tom, because of his vids made me pick up the game. It is a super duper fun game, but with a really big learning curve. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. But yeah, no. Train, you're going the wrong way. Can we... If there's nothing else to read about, I think this is all we're gonna get on the train part. How is there so much construction still happening here? This should have been done years ago. Oh, no construction office assigned. Oh. Who planned all this? Who's the city planner for this area? maybe someone needs to get fired. And all of this is gravel. Wow. Wow, just comparing my Season 3 to this, Season 3 is so much further ahead, and we are in 1967 maybe, so almost, well, 15 years ahead. Okay, oil. Oil is what we're gonna do. We are doing oil in this little corner up here. There are no border posts besides down here on the rest of the map, so we will need a ship. We will buy a ship. If I could tell the borders or NATO to be like, hey, I got some oil, you can pick it up if you have a ship, and they'd be like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, I'll do that, that sounds great, we need oil. Life would be good, but that's not how this works. So I have to build a border town. The small border town in here right now is only going to be for fire coverage for the oil derricks, and I need a pumping harbor, hopefully small enough that can fill up a ship. I need a tanker that is not ridiculously large, so I can actually get some exports going without waiting 3 years for the tanker to fill. All of those things. Lots of stuff is happening. Otherwise, a refinery will probably fit here. So I think the pumping harbor should be there. Trying to find a good space for a construction office that wouldn't be completely in the way. Let's turn this on so we can see something. Yeah, we can put a refinery in here. Pumping harbor probably... Everything is on a mountain. Pumping harbor could also fit down here pretty well. Wow, there is some terraforming coming up. For sure. But yes, the first one you have to build with auto build. Otherwise, whoa, unnecessary. Very necessary. Do I want this here? I mean, the whole area is oil, right? And where I'm at right now is the most oil concentration, so maybe put it out here. It's a little more out of the way, and I can probably still build everything I need from this area. Okay. Aw, lame. I clicked it, but didn't build it. Cool. So that can go in there. I want you to auto-purchase some oil. Otherwise, it's not gonna... not oil, but fuel. For a little while. We're not going to import that. There's nothing to import here until we have a full harbor set up, and that's going to be challenging in and of itself. Could I set up a helicopter supply chain? No, because I can still not... I don't think helicopters can transport liquids. And if you can't transport liquids, which is fine, they could strap a tank underneath them. I mean, they can transport concrete. They may as well transport everything else like that. But yeah, no, I would have to build like a really long pipeline or similar. No, that's not going to work. I will have to import fuel for a little while automatically until my tanker is ready to go. Please forgive me. That's all I got. There are just compromises we have to take. Windmill, yeah. I don't see why I don't... I need you, period. Otherwise I can't use my bulldozers and my excavators. And then let's get a couple excavators in here. 50,000 for one. These start out at like 8, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna allow myself. They can fill up with fuel. You'll see that when the windmill's actually turning. Did I miss something? I should fire him, yes. Apply your local time. How are you all? Oh, good afternoon, morning, evening. I think most of us are mornings or late afternoon at this point. I wish I could fix all the resource that's outside the border. Sometimes that resource would be nice to get to. On that note, Jelly, you can get the resources outside the border. Let's see if I can show you right now. Oh, it's just over here. So you can place really close to the border, like there, and at this point you will still get everything that's on the other side of the border. That's true for all resources. It can be trees, it can be oil, it can be iron, like everything that's past the border you can still get. Obviously you can't build anything outside the border, and you can't get that, and I'm sure that's what you're more talking about. But on the randomly generated maps, there's usually so much material and resource that it doesn't matter where you are. And on the handmade ones, the one that I'm on right now, for example, it's usually set up so that you don't have to rely on what's outside the border. Another thing that I actually didn't know before, you can plant trees outside the borders. So you have some access to the outside. Just keep that in mind, maybe. Maybe that's helpful at some point. Masa Robot. Holy crap, that's a huge map. It's a game you play all... I think this game you play all your life. All the maps are the same size. 25 square kilometers. I think. That's outside the borders. 20 square kilometers inside the borders. And yes, you can play on these maps for hundreds of hours. Season 1 we played 84 episodes. I think after everything there was over 200 hours on that map. So yeah, you can easily spend most of your life on one of these maps. No problem at all. Dennis, wouldn't be a good idea to max out your food industry? Well, it's not a bad idea. If I go that route, I should probably do alcohol, and that would definitely pay for some of the loan. Actually, let's look at that. What? I forgot about that. No, you're right. Let's give that a good look. So this one right now is only producing some stuff. I think if I would want to max this out, either get dedicated trucks that bring... No, crops are fine. I need more people. That's my problem. Why is this running so slow? I need more people. That's my real problem. And to get more people, what do I need? I need another bus that drives down here. Where's the bus? If the only problem we have is a Skoda, there's 2 buses, only 11 workers. That is my problem. They're all educated, but that doesn't help. What's your... You go there, and then you go there, and then you go to food factory. Okay. Where are all our people? There's 3 people there. There's some passengers here. They're not going to stop anything. No, there's just not enough people available. We don't... There you go. 10. I think if I adjust the numbers here a little bit, we may be able to get more efficient work done at... I don't want to take too many off here. More efficient work done everywhere else. This, I guess, is my industry right now. And I don't want to cut short any of those people. I think that's fine. This city is just not big enough for everything that I want to serve from it. We have food industry that is 170 times 3, called 450. And then we have this guy, that's 500 if I max it out, that is 1500, so we're already at 1900. Plus this guy up here, the coal mine, that's another 600 people. So 1500, almost 2000, 2600 just for these 3 industries. The buildings down here don't take a lot. The coal processing plant and the brick factory, they really don't do much. But yeah, this, I think the population is just not big enough to handle all of that. Plus we have all that industry over here. We have some cement. We have to get all this stuff over here done. That's what we need. 8. Get building. Get things done, please. It's all assigned. And that's all assigned, and we don't have to assign the helicopters. But let's get all of this done. I think that would help. Without power supply. Ugh. No power supply. No one lives here. That one's happy. Let's fix that first, I guess. Yeah, have you ever seen any of my episodes named Squirrel? Because there's squirrels everywhere. You're never able to sit back and relax and just do what you were planning on doing. Because no auto build, sorry. I didn't mean to have auto build on there. That's embarrassing. I believe my power connection is out here. Okay, let's go up here, over, and right in there. Cool, built that. Get our auto assign tool out, get you assigned. Excellent. So, good idea, food industry. I would have to set up a new food industry, and actually I would probably set up a clothing industry and just double my money every month that I insert there, and then we should be good. Masa, typically a few hundred hours, yes. Jelly, sometimes not close enough. Wow, this is so hilly. Parts of it are. Yes, that's why I appreciate it. It's not hilly enough to be you have to terraform everything, but there are definitely hills and valleys that you can actually build on. Like, look at this road. People always say terraforming and building roads on mountains is impossible in this game. Look at this. I'm sure it took 5 minutes, but it's totally doable and looks pretty. And it's not just this steep, huge road that goes up somewhere, but it's still nice and steep. I like it. Use the landscape. Same thing over here. Too many trees, but I have all these quarries just sitting on the mountain with some roads that just went up there. In Season 3, I definitely did the same thing because I really, really like that. What happened here? What's that? Why is there steel here? Who allowed that? Why is this full of steel? No, 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 no. Sure, start 14%. Why is there so much steel here? Seriously, at that point, just export the steel, darn it. What are you doing? You're filling up our cars. Yeah, that's not working. That has to be revisited at some point for sure. This road could go through there. Kill a monster! Well, yes, Dennis Becker, yes I know, but sounds better years. What would you like added, changed in the game? I'll get to that. Hello, alias already taken MT. How's it going? Masad, well, I watched this game from yesterday, still trying to learn to see if I have the patience to play. I am glad you found your life today. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Good to see you. Wimpy! Yep, especially when you forget where the nuts were stored for the winter. Yes. It's October. It is almost winter. Yes, actually, that is a little scary. I should probably not start a new city in the middle of winter, because that's something I definitely would have forgotten. Get a heating plant in there. So yeah, Dennis, I think it wouldn't be a terrible idea to get another industry going over here, but to do that, I have to grow the city a lot, which at that point, I may as well just start another city, because I do like the actual planning out and preparing things and making things work. There will obviously be some auto imports right now that are not avoidable, but I think we can be okay with that. There's just no border post here. I believe there are mods where I could place a border post in places if I really care like it, but I'm not sure that's really necessary right now, so I just won't. Let's not do that. Anyways, let's build something. We need oil derricks, a pumping harbor, a space for a fuel refinery, a space for a city, and honestly, there was some person, maybe Dennis, it was you, it may have been someone else, but there was an argument between me and that person that oil derricks should not be in fields. Pretty quickly I was proven wrong, and actually recently I went to Oklahoma, and yes, absolutely, everything there is oil derricks everywhere, and there's fields just around it. I was thinking if there's a spill, it would be really bad for the crops, but obviously that's not really either not a concern anymore, or everything is safe enough. Hey dog, you want out? Okay. Hi, dog. Sorry, Hank wanted out, and he would have just started shaking his collar, and that's loud. Okay, so yeah, all derricks and crops may actually be a good thing that we can try. We don't really have a lot of flat space over here. this ridge line, yeah, it's not gonna. We're gonna have to tunnel through that. Maybe actually we may be able to get up here and over, because then there's some more flat land. Anyways, all the oil is down here and on that mountain over there, so we probably have to flatten out or take some of the water back. It'll work. It'll be fine. Gramo, hello, what would you say about more road management like traffic lights, etc.? It could be helpful. I'm a little torn there. It's not City Skyline. City Skyline has automatic traffic that just gets created by the citizens on their needs of where they need to go. That's fine. That's the game, and you manage that. That's cool. This game, you are the only one that controls the traffic, manages the traffic, and creates the traffic. You add vehicles to your traffic network, and that's what makes traffic. And if you get to a point where you have so much traffic that a traffic light becomes necessary, it usually has something to do with your supply lines are overloaded with road vehicles, and at that point you should use a different transport. there's always the argument of the border posts are too slow because only one vehicle can move at a time, and that's all true. But I think at that point there are other things that that would allow you to manage it. And also, if you use distribution offices, you reduce the number of vehicles on the road. Why am I pointing to this when I'm talking? Point to something more interesting. Maybe the train. Having the vehicles just not get stuck there, and you don't have as many vehicles. A distribution office is a little more efficient reusing trucks that you already have. If you just have lines set up, that's not really the case. So more traffic management system, yes, but I don't know if it's necessary. It would be cool if there are some, okay, this is the highway now, and these are just roads to get on. That'd be cool, but is it really necessary? Like, I think right now, if you look at it, there's a lot of traffic going on. Cool. I don't think it's unmanageable traffic the way it is. So, yes and no. Probably more no. Let's go with no. No, I don't think we need more. Rumpy, I think Kernel Failure could use some of your patience when trying to build the game. I think the mountain stuff looks great in your gameplays. Ha. I've been trying to make him ask me for help through Patreon and through his channel and through his Discord, but no. Kernel Failure plays the way Kernel Failure plays, and that's the charm of his channel, that is the excitement of his channel, that's everything good about his channel. Let him play the game the way he plays it. He's playing it wrong for a reason, and it's entertaining. And that's all that needs to be said about that. He's a great channel. He's actually the reason I started my channel. So, yeah, no, Kernel Failure. Go, go, go. Hey... With that boy? Not sure what that means. Jeff, I would like a greater variety of food from vegetables to fruit. I would also like a work office to control where the workforce is going. Fruits? Yes, to an extent. That would be cool to have them. It would be cool to have different crops for different things, like cotton for clothing, grain for food, grain and potatoes for alcohol, fruits as a secondary source. I don't know if that's necessary. I would like different resources to make different products, but honestly at that point the game is complicated enough the way it is. Yes, I would like it, but I think 90% of the player base would not appreciate having to manage more different things and more different sources and more stuff going on. So I think just calling everything crops is not realistic by any means, but it's fine. I think it fits with the game and makes the game a little more playable currently. So yeah. Dennis, I called our field. It's called oil fields, anyways. Ha 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 ha. Wow, that's great to hear the inspired you, and I know it's a charm of his channel, but sometimes all the time. The more cringe-worthy, the better. No, I've watched Kernel Failure probably for the last 5 years, maybe 4 years. I don't honestly don't nail me down on that time frame. But yes, at some point I was just like, look at what he is doing. I know a little more what I'm doing in some games. I would like to think I know more Transport Fever 2. He probably knows more Transport Fever 1, but it's a different game. It's just got simpler, which means not many people care to watch it because everything is the same, and I think he would agree it got too simple, so it is what it is now. Transport Fever 2 was actually the first game that I played on this channel. If you care to go back to that. It was old days. I still had an old microphone. My camera was integrated, if at all. I didn't know how to edit. The first things, they're always on the channel because I think it's nice to see the growth, but it's not my best work. Peter, there's a YouTuber that I've seen has like 200 episodes but spends as much time getting lost. That Party Elite? He has like 200 some episodes on his one current one. Yeah. Workers and resources made for Kernel Failure. He would disagree. He loves it and hates it, and I always explain it that way. He loves and he didn't tell me this, I'm assuming this, I'm implying this. He loves everything that the game lets you do. He hates everything the game that lets you do wrong. It works for him. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Play the game the way you want to play it. That's the way you play it, right? Oh, you can name names on my stream. I see what people that watch my channel watch other channels, and particularly that, and everyone, all the bigger ones that play Workers and Resources are in there for sure. But YouTube thinks I'm currently the go-to channel for Workers and Resources, so hey, that's cool. Yeah, with my much smaller subscriber count. Can I just build something now? Stop being distracted. Not you guys, I just need to focus a little bit. Please keep bringing on things. Okay, pump jack, yeah, that's fine. I should start with the harbor, because once the harbor is placed, this isn't helping. Once the harbor is placed, I don't like that these two icons look exactly the same. Actually, that reminds me. Someone asked me to increase the graphic settings for the stuff. Not here. Control settings, maybe? Where's the scale for... It's not... I can't see anything. General settings? GUI scale. 115, 130... Yeah. That jumps a lot. Now, let's try this. Maybe I can be okay with that. I don't like it too big, but it's fine. As long as you guys can see it a little better, maybe it's worth it. Workforce office with bus in the back. So yes, I'm very split on that. One, I would like if every vehicle in the game would require a driver. For example, the construction office. All vehicles in here will drive autonomously. There's nobody ever in here that drives them. The road vehicle depot, which I kind of loosely associate buses with. Buses drive without workers all the time. The quarries, if you put a... Excuse me. In the quarries, if you put a excavator in there, it doesn't require workers. I would love it if every vehicle in the whole game requires one worker to drive all the time. But that means you need a place that at least has room for 2 workers at a time, so when the shift is up, your vehicle doesn't just stop, it can actually flow over to the next one. Now, you cannot bring people to the vehicles all the time, but I think you can have an office like the workforce office, where people just get to, as long as people are there, all your vehicles will work, and the number of workers required is twice the numbers of vehicles that you have for the region that it serves. And if that means you have to assign vehicles to different regions, that's fine. Like, just make it your accounting office. The accounting office controls everything in the city, and if your vehicle... See, it gets complicated here, because where does the vehicle... count? What does the vehicle count towards? The city, the area, the region, the map? Because when you go into the construction office and actually need to drive a little further to actually expand, does the vehicle just lose connectivity and nobody's driving anymore? It gets complicated. So workforce office, yes. How to implement it? I don't know, it gets complicated. So that's the one side. The other side, which I think is what you're talking about for being able to determine where people go, you can kind of already do that. Just reduce or increase the number of workers that you want at a certain factory. Done. Is that the best way to do it? No. But it's a way to do it, and I think at some point we can just take what the game gives us as what it is, and we don't have to fight it. We don't have to kernel failure it. Okay, I would like... I think the pumping harbor here or here, if you let me build it right away. Yeah, I don't want it here, because I think if I build it here, ships will have a problem turning around. So this corner right here is kind of where I want to be. Gosh, there's a big mountain right here. I'm double speeding. Good. Let's see. Much better first. Okay, Maya feels like you talk through a lot what you're doing. I'm trying, but I wasn't doing anything yet. Stop talking, build it. Yes. I think Workers and Resources is one of the best land building games out there, but that's my opinion. It is the best one, period. There's no argument there. There's nothing that comes close to it. Nothing. My opinion. Yes, absolutely. Wow, I would like this one to come up. I think I need... Let's get some more excavators, otherwise we're never gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 of them. That may be enough. If I can't place the harbor, we have a problem. So let's get that done. I guess we can. I could cheat here, but I really don't want to. Yes, much better for us. We have half the screen video, half is chat. So it's perfect for us. Excellent. This is what I've always wanted from a city. Yes, it is the best city, republic, country builder out there, period. And I think everyone that has played it and that understands city builders can appreciate that. I think it's too hard of a game to learn to get into city building, for sure. The core is hella annoying with a conveyor link. Thankfully mod exists. Oh, without a conveyor link? I think it's fine. I actually like the setup for Season 3, where just have all the trucks go to a aggregate loading facility and just drop all this stuff off there. It looks kind of cool, I think. I like it. I like having all the vehicles having to go around there. But, no, I get it. Time to go back to work. Thanks for the live stream. Looking forward to seeing more of your excellent content. Well, thanks for calling it that, and thanks for stopping by. Count to vehicle depot. Yes, it simply needs to be manned. Yeah, that would be nice, for sure. If they're understaffed, they can get slower. They could go slower, yes, that is an option, but is that the right option? Should vehicles really be allowed to move without any workers? It just feels dirty, and something is missing, and it needs to be thought out all the way before we can implement that. Wimpy, hey! No, you're not arguing with me. I love arguing. Thank you very much for your generosity there. Appreciate it. No, please argue. That's what I'm about. Have you ever followed me on Steam? That's why I'm not in most of the discussions anymore, because I would start arguments way too fast when it's not necessary, and usually everyone's opinion is valid. Everyone's opinion is valid. If you don't like something, it doesn't matter what I tell you. If it's this as designed, this is how it's supposed to be, you're doing it wrong. It does not make a difference. Everyone's opinion is valid, so I need to stop arguing too much. But if you want to argue with me, you are very welcome to do so. Because I believe, as a German, arguments can lead to better understandings of the same thing for more people than just agreeing with something, because then only the people that are already agreeing with it will understand it more, or know it more, or do the thing that they need to do. So please argue. Dennis, yes, it would be management hell. Absolutely. And that's... I mean, how complicated does the game need to be? And then the other question is the game currently complicated enough? There are still so many options, so many things that could be done, like in a good and a bad way, that there's just too much to worry about, especially now with the police stuff coming out. I don't even know where that's gonna go. So we'll see. Mas, can you make a channel between those two waters? Yes, I was considering that, but to do it for ships, and there's a lot of oil on this side, to do it for ships and having to put a bridge on top of it feels like a lot of work. And in the end, let's use the big map. In the end, I will want the ships to bring oil down to this area anyways, because I think I'm going to put a refinery here. Maybe I put a refinery there, but really oil should go down here. So I don't mind having this channel here, and then the ships can go NATO's here. No, NATO's out here. NATO's down... No, NATO's up and to the side. So yes, they can go to this strait and either go up to NATO or to the Soviets. And honestly, I think they can go to the same border for both, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I could put a channel here if I really wanted to, but I don't think that's worth it with bridging it afterwards. Tips on placing gravel mines. I have a hard time getting roads to them with elevation. Watch one of the first 2 episodes on Season 2, or one of the first few episodes on Season 3, which is where I place all my most of my gravel mines in this area. And I understand that it's all white right now and it's hard to see, but... So this is all mountainous area. What you want to do is, now that they tell you what the percentages are, you place your gravel mines gravel quarries. Let's see. You find a spot. You like spot that you like that has a lot of rock below it. Let's see. Can we do this? Yes. Thank you. You find an area that has a lot of rock below it. And this is really hard to see in the winter, but I believe the white stuff is rock. And also you see your dots and squares of the gravel quarry light up. And once you have that, you start building it. And that tells you quality of source 25%. That's terrible. You don't want to build there. But let's assume it was like 65 or 75%. Once you can build it there, get a little bit of yellow, like move it around so everything is yellow until you can place it, like there. All you need to do, or need to be able to do, is put a little bit of road connected to that piece, because if you can't get a road to the beginning, you're screwed. After that, it's just as long as it's red, you can't do it. Once it turns yellow, you can actually do something. Once it's yellow, just stretch out your yellow as far as you can, because that will give you more opportunity to place that road and do like a turpentine or a switchback or whatever you want to call that. And then eventually you connect it, and then you just have to understand a little bit of road building, because sometimes it's just too steep around it and you have to do some terraforming. Sometimes you want to use a bridge when appropriate, but overall, just that's how I would do it. Place it, or get it to place somewhere, and then make a little more room for a road. Once you have the actual road there, you just have to finagle with the roads a little bit, and that is just experience. After a while, you'll figure that out, and it will be just fine. Hope that helps. Showdown 111. Jelly, you are talking about Season 3, but play Season 2. What did I miss? Well, Season 2 will be our going forward livestream map. Whenever I can, I will play Season 2 on a livestream, and Season 3 will just be our regular scheduled program. And actually the next episode comes out after I'm done with the stream. I set it for 12 p.m. Central Standard Time right now, so it's about an hour, 15 minutes from now. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream that long, so it will be out a little later than usual. Usually they come out at 10 Central Standard Time, so they're still separate. It's the same map, but it's completely different, different goals, different everything. Dakota, hey! I notice you argue with the road building tool a lot. I argue with it? Or about it? I don't feel like I argue. Do I argue with it in game a lot? I mean, maybe. I guess I can't say that I don't. Did I increase the storage here? 1,500 tons. Or 1,500 liters. Yeah, let's do this. This is gonna cost a lot of steel, but that will be fine. Actually, do it like this, so the road can point at the same direction from both sides. 2. Let's do 3, just to be silly. Yeah, we're gonna build something now. What about that? These may look like they're really straight together, but honestly, they probably aren't. No. Don't argue with me. Is this what do you mean that I argue a lot about with the road? Because I definitely do that. Don't do this. Come out. Come down. I saw you. There you go. It's not a straight piece of road, but we don't need straight piece of road. We can just have piece of road. Piece of road gives peace of mind. That's all we care about. There you go. Good enough. So you can store stuff there. Get the pump here, 3-to-1 pump. This is why I connected there. You don't need a pump necessarily for this to connect, but it gives you a chance to connect more piping to where you need it. No, I don't want it there. I want it here. If I want it there, I have to get rid of the road first, and then replace the pump. Sure, but not there. Control lets you remove the road connections if you don't want them in that place. And then if you come out here, yeah, again, we don't need straight road. It's fine. If you connect here, and then get the 3 pipes that we have over the road. E raises, Q lowers. Everyone should know that if you want to play this game with pipes. Aww. Okay. Remove you, more pipe. E. There we go. Yep, that's exactly how I wanted it to look. E. Cross here, down there, and then the last one. Actually, let's use this one if we can. E. Why am I using the? Aw. Oh, cool. Wasn't sure that I could. Oh, no, it's not. There. Okay, sorry, too high. Let's do a third high. That should be good. Yep, now you can go over. I wanted to keep this open just in case I need it for any reason. I hope I don't. 1, 2. 2 is usually enough to get over the road. And in there, and this looks like it's something that can be built now. And all the oil can flow in here. Now I just have to fill these up with oil, which means oil jacks, and our money is just going down. Wow. That's my miss. You miss few notifications of the game. Life citizens are happy, and number one about adding stop production. I think happiness for sure influences the work of citizens. Yes, happiness. Lower happiness means. I lost some people apparently. Lower happiness means something is not set up right. Where is this? And I do have to get better about noticing notifications. What is your problem? No job. Job shouldn't matter. This shouldn't matter. Do we not have heat? We don't have workers. That's not good. Anyone waiting here? Yes, there's some... I have a bad feeling. I have a very bad feeling about... Who is going here? There were related vehicles. Where are they? Microbus, you have 8 people on board. Where are you coming from? This one. Okay. Oh, no, there should be enough buses to do things. Is it just not spaced out? Okay, drop off people there. That's fine. That seems appropriate. Yeah, I think my problem is the new default is you don't have line spacing enabled by default. I don't agree with that, but that's fine. I just have to remember it. Where is my road depot? Do I have one? I need 2 more buses on there, otherwise it will be too cold most of the time. There's a road depot, and I have some space, so... Bus, these 2. That line to vehicle, I need that one and that one. Go. Cool. Yeah, notifications. I need to pay more attention to that, but there's too much going on, and... This honestly should be working at this point. It just doesn't because I probably messed up too many things. Which is also why it's maybe a good idea to start a different side that maybe get me a little further, a little faster. We'll see how it goes. It is what it is. Let's see. Dennis, very simple games could be very deep. Absolutely. Yes. Dakota, genau. Better brutal honesty than a bunch of yes men leading each other off the cliff. Yeah, cliffs are bad. Little appreciation donation from my former neighbor. Happy to see you on a normal U time for once. Yes. I saw the time. I was just like, can I go stream now? When I can, I will. And I will try to keep it to once a week. If I do it too much, I feel like the streams lose their quality also for sure. Oh, I haven't built anything yet. I'll get there. I'll catch up with the chat now, and then I will build more. Paul Parrish, good afternoon. How you doing? Does this game have rely heavy on a CPU like TPF2? Learning about it and watching as you know. Not as heavy as Transport Fever 2, no. It does have a tendency if you have really tight areas at some point. What is the button now? F8? 5? 4? No. There was a button. Oh, they put the up and down keys again. There was a button for an FPS counter at some point, but they may have... Oh, it's there. 60 FPS. F7? Yes, F7 is the FPS counter. When you get in some areas with a lot of people, it does slow down, but it only... They've done some improvements. It does not have the effect on Transport Fever 2. I feel like there's more going on in this game than Transport Fever 2, and it doesn't bog down as much. But at some point, if you watch the end of Season 1, at some point you will bog down too much that you cannot fill the whole map with stuff. half the map for sure. More than that, it'll get a little flimsy. So yes and no. The other part to your question, which I think is what you're also asking, is it doesn't have high expectations for the CPU. So if you have a really powerful CPU, which I think I do, it doesn't matter. It has just a bottleneck at some point, regardless of what your CPU is capable of. So maybe keep that in mind too. Pump check. Yes, let's build some. 64. I feel like I have to get closer to the water. 61, 58. Where's my 64? $60. Aw, boo. $65. Okay, we'll take that. There's a tiny bit here. Is that even worth grabbing? 25%? Probably not. The most ideal way to place these is in a diamond pattern, but as you can see, we really don't have the room for that. 28%, that's also not great. 56, yeah, let's get at least in the 60s if we're gonna play. Oh yeah, these are all dark green ones, that's awesome. 74, and now we're talking. There's one. 72% still, even with the overlap, that is good. I didn't see that one, I clicked too fast. This one feels like should have a decent cover. 24%, oh come on. 34, 38, 41%, we'll take that. That wasn't a purposeful click, but it's okay. 78, yes please. How many are we placing until we cover the whole area? 86%, yeah. Now we are getting somewhere. I still have to connect all of these with pipes, so that will be work. Come on. Come on, do the thing. Do it. Apparently there's a mountain there. 71%, 73, 78%, that is good. 86 for sure. I don't want to connect anything right now. Get you as close to the water as possible. 94%, wow, yes please. 82. Yeah, all these are good. We may actually be able to fill a pretty big ship with all of this. Obviously nothing at this point is built yet, but we're getting there. 80%, nice. We're going a little lower. You want the dark green source spots in your area of influence. If you just get the yellows, it's not as good, and if you get the red ones, you barely get anything. 53, yeah, over 50 is fine. 34, that may not be worth it. This one, we may have another one here. Let's get you. Thank you. 53%, okay. I said over 50 may be worth it. Yeah, build something. All of these are connected. That should actually be a pretty decent amount of fuel coming in. Maximum production is 7 tons per thing. They're all, let's call them all 70%. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's use the overlay. Not resources, buildings. Mine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's say 20 times 70% of 7, that's 5. That's 100 tons of oil per day. Approximately. It doesn't have to be an exact number. So that's a pretty good start. If it's simple on the surface, it's not approachable for a beginner, for a bigger audience. Yes. This game's decent resource, less demanding on GPU, then yes, you're right. I think they did a lot of work on CPU recently. Yes, they did. It's not inordinate argumentation. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. You're not angry, it's just not doing what you want it to do. Okay, yeah, no, I'm talking to the game. I'm telling it what I want, and it's not doing what I... Yes, no, that's for sure. That for sure, I am definitely, absolutely doing. Alright, pumps. I always try to put all 3 pumps together. Should I plan for road connections? I don't wanna. Aww. And this is why Kernel Failure gets really angry a lot. Because if you don't plan, especially your pumping stuff, which is super expensive, it's gonna go wrong. Put that there. You... 1-1. Connect you there. This one should be just in here. Okay. Then this one should be able to feed just in there. I'll need to redo a little bit of this for some road connections, but I think that should be fine. And now just move forward always with a new pump for every 2. I don't know why I thought that I wanted it to connect that way, but that's fine. That actually looks decent. Okay, get you in there. Now we have those 2 there. This is really, I don't want to say automatic, but there's not much thinking involved. You just always connect however you can. Connect to there. Connect you there, and that's good. Now we have another 2 here. And I think we can also go from the other side. So, now the thing with pumps is obviously that you need power for them to work, because they're pumps and have motors in them, and they need something to move that motor with. You can probably... Actually, no. I do want to split pump out here. So have one that connects all of you, which means this is not working yet. I'll get to that. I'm missing something, I'm sure. Paul, thanks Dakota. Sam, 1. If you can contact the developer to reshape the game base to create a map as regions with demand and supplies, running costs, and maintenance costs to rethink the workers' assignments of work. I think that changes the game too much that they wouldn't even be willing to consider it. Yes, thanks Dakota. To create a central capital where the most high party members live, and consume resources coming from the state regions. You can do that right now. There's no reason why you can't build a republic just like that. So Sam, that's kind of up to you. Also rethink and modify the building design with the road, train, walking connections. Very well game, but needs some more development. I disagree. I think the way it's set up right now is just fine. Sometimes a little more complicated than it needed to be, but overall, I don't really see any issues with what's going on, so... No? Pump jacks have a range, don't place them too close. Yeah, that's the most of the circle that you see, not all of it, but there you go. Well over 50, hey, how's it going? Well over 50 has been a great influence for when I started with Transport Fever 2, and I think he's been around since then, so good to see you. Okay, pumpity pump pump. Thank you. Pump here. Get you up. I will need to get road connections for all of this, so I will have to go back and reshape some things at some point. That looks good, though. I would like... yeah, something like this. Sure. Now you are facing a little bit of the wrong way. That works. That works. Yeah, that's good. And I have these 2. Let's see what I can do with you. Okay. As you may have noticed, I'm using the vanilla pump station or pump engines. I hope I don't regret that later. Too sharp of a turn? Then don't make a sharp turn. I mean... seriously, game. Okay, so now there are... what is... oh, you already connected. Oh, great! I didn't mean to do this, but it actually worked out the way that I needed it to. If we connect this, then all pumps are in, and all I need to do now is a 1 to 3 to distribute... oh, there's not enough room. There's... Actually, I lost a building. No surprise. I'll go check what that was, but honestly, whatever it was, it is what it is. Not gonna come back right now. Come on, there you go. You go in there. You go in here. Oh, don't play me like that. And now, why would you? No. No. I didn't say destroy all the things. I just said destroy the things that nobody needs. I don't think I destroyed any of that piece because this... Okay, this is why I didn't want to do the thing that I wanted it to do. No, I'm not willing to say that's the way we're gonna do it. Yes, this one shouldn't have any problems connecting to you. These two should still be pretty automatic, and that one now has a problem. I can do the kernel failure turn, where you go back here, and then snake around until you make it. See? Maybe we'll keep that. Yes, roads. I still need to do roads. That's gonna be a pain for all of these. Unless I just assume I will have a helicopter fire station with at least 2 helicopters. They don't even have to be manned. Ooh, they don't have to be manned, and there's enough water here. That is an option. I don't need workers for fire stations anymore. Is that appropriate? Should I do that? I think... Part of me says, yeah, sure, why not? Do that. Let's do that. Yes. No, fire station with a heliport. That's all it's going to be here. We can pretend that there's a ship that actually brings people into this little island piece, and we don't have to supply them with anything. Yeah, totally. Let's go with that. Fire station. Right here. Let's go to our airplanes. Heliport times 3. Thank you. I just need to highlight. There you go. You are good. And I think with that, we have the whole oil, everything covered. I need more power in places, but we don't need a lot of power. All we need is just enough power. And I don't have to worry about roads. And I kind of like that idea. Sure. Put one there. Put one here. Put one... That looks like it's covering a lot, so maybe... It should be fine. I'm building on top of a rock there. It's not gonna go over well. Don't try to terraform rocks. And there. I think once I pay for all of this, we are pretty well set, and that's definitely another loan. The kernel failure approach. Yeah, hey, if it works, it works. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's just, it's taking the scenic route. Cameron, oh, got the game a month ago. Your bits have helped a lot. Can't get enough of this game now. It is a very addicting, very amazing game. So yes, Peter did an awesome job. I think you missed hooking up one pump jack. Only one way to find out. Let's build them all. We're really close to the NATO border, so let's just borrow their money. And then we'll use a new awesome... Oh, come on. No. I want this button. Woo-wee. Place your bets now if we have enough money to build all of this. Done once, done twice, go. Making sure. We didn't build any of it. Oh boy, that's amazing. Okay, give me 2 more of these. Alright, 6 million got us a little bit. Let's give me 2 more of these. Sorry, no, 6 million, yeah. Almost done. We do need helicopters we don't have money for right now. We do need fuel that we can't really get right now. Money-wise, we're better. Are there Ooh. In that case... 3. 3 of them should do the trick. Wow, it didn't cost as much money as I thought, but it cost a lot of money. So I'm gonna check now. Every pump jack should... power supply is not really a problem, but I'm gonna check all of them. They shouldn't have... Actually, that's a silly way to do this. Building properties. Nope. Resources. Oil. How much does everyone have stored? Barely anything, barely anything, barely anything. If they're not connected, they should have more than barely anything. Are you even working? I'm assuming you are. Barely anything, barely anything, barely anything, barely anything. You don't have power. Okay. My bad. Because I think this one actually is not connected to any of these. So get you there, build you. Cool. Barely anything, barely anything, barely, 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 barely. Yeah, no. I think they all do the thing that they're supposed to do. Now all we need is some wind. Come on. That's just cruel. Why would you do that? And this one also needs some fuel. Otherwise we're not going anywhere. Okay. So we have all this done. Great. How's our population doing? Actually, better than I expected. Let's find out where this building burned down. Electricity problem, we don't care. Wow. There you go. You were fire pumping station. No, pipe pumping station. Dryurvi. Out of all the buildings that are important, this is not one of them. It's great. So let's just assign all our vehicles again, and that should be fine. We have 11 pages of notifications that we're just gonna ignore. Anyone still living here? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, wow. I am surprised that there's still... anything. Why are there 50 people working here? No, 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 no. We shouldn't have that many sick people. No, 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 no. This one, yeah, that's fine. I like people in there. All of this is good. Let's get our production crews out here and doing something. That should be good. What else? We have some food. Some of these are getting done. We still don't have power. Why is power not done? It was a sign for a while. I'm just assuming that most of these are going to the other city to build something, and that drive takes forever. That's why you should use a train to transport your stuff. Okay. But that's doing a thing. How's steel doing? We don't have coal. Meaning we don't have enough workers to do something useful, or is this one pulling all the bricks out? No, it's not pulling bricks out. Okay, well, I'm surprised that we didn't have to take another loan out for the rubles. So that's nice. Very neat. Wish this would just start doing something already, but we're not there yet. I don't actually have a way to purchase a boat yet. Can't purchase boats in your harbors. Can't purchase them in the dock. You need to purchase them here. Not dry dock, ship dock, medium. The man can hope. Ah! Let me place it somewhere. I won't let me, will it? I think we're just gonna do this. Come up a little bit there, come up a little bit there. Winter is over, we can actually see something now, wonderful. A little more, a little more, a little more. Okay, okay. Ship dock, and... Nope, not yet. It's not ready yet. Do this one. Have you seen the UI overhaul plan? Yes, I've seen parts of it. I want to see it in action before I actually have an opinion on it. Ooh, that was one. It's just... I don't think a picture will give a user experience or a user interface a real valid judgment, because there's so much that you probably can't see or can't tell how it's going to work together. I mean, the idea sounds good. We have way too many menus right now that are not really related, but it all comes down to the execution, and we'll just see how that goes. So, no, I'm excited, but I haven't seen a super exciting report in a little while, so I hope they're working on something pretty big that gets many people excited. Ship dock, and... Oh, that was lucky. I didn't actually mean to click there, but it just turned the correct color for me. So... we're gonna... 700,000 just to be able to buy a ship afterwards for 5 million. Did I click the wrong button? I clicked the wrong button. I meant to click... Let's stop. Use dollars, please. The rubles were going down. That wasn't on purpose. No water. Check something. Yeah. Building's on fire. What kid brought a lighter to the school? Not supposed to do that. Okay. You're done. What can we buy? Huge tanker. Huge tanker. 35 million. Huge tanker. Cargo ship. Can't do tanker. Cargo ship. Or carrier. Cargo ship. 850. This one is appropriate. Only cost 1 million. Okay. What else do we have? Aggregate. Aggregate. 1,000. This one seems appropriate too. This one's just for steel. I think this one's the one we want. We need a little extra money for that. Yeah. Make it a round number at least. Get that one. Yes, you're an excellent size. I want you. And 1,000 tons may be a good number. We'll see how it is when he comes back. Have you come over here? There. Definitely wait until full. And then... we need both monies. Just how it is. But there you go. Let's have you... oh, that's pretty. That's pretty cool. I may have to use that in during an actual video at some point. But that's nice. What's going on? It'll be funny to see the police responding to pub fights. That's why you don't have pubs in your game. You don't actually need them. Citizens, you don't need them. Period. Yeah, what else do you want to see? What else do you want to do? This ship is actually pretty fast. I like it. Can I scroll out a little bit? Where are you going? Are you going straight through the island there? No, honestly, I think that's all I have. I should get back to do the other things that I'm supposed to. There you go, now you turned. Did I buy the right one? Is that the tanker? Yeah, it is a tanker. Cool, that's what I wanted. Yeah, no, I think that's all I have. There is another episode. Episode 12 is coming out in 45 minutes. So that's a good one, if you're watching today. Otherwise, it's probably already out. And then, yeah, we'll see. We'll pick this up next time. I will try to think of a way to make more money faster so we don't have to continue doing the loan thing, because it's not something I enjoy doing, honestly. I like the build everything from scratch phase, but it's also a stream, so I want to get a good mix. I'm not planning on playing in between because it's a stream. Let's play it together. And if you come up with some ideas, I know Dennis earlier was saying set up the food industry, right? I could set up a large industry somewhere just for the purpose of exporting. Oil is technically just for exporting, but on the other hand, it it isn't really. So it may be something that's worth exploring. I actually like what I just did up there with the building, because I can potentially use it in Season 3 for oil, because oil is something that we absolutely need. We're super low. There's another oil field that's a little closer than the corner of the map that I may use. This map is really pretty. Really, really pretty. Don't run ashore, boat. You're a small boat, sure, but I don't need you to run aground somewhere. Don't drive through this. Don't do it. Ah, okay. Why are you going so close to the to the rocks? That seems a little more dangerous than it needs to be. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, no, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to the end here. I'm hoping that we can fill up one ship pretty fast, and then we'll see what the time in between trips, how long that takes. We can't add more oil jacks there, so not sure what we're gonna do if that's not enough. But for right now, I like what we're doing here. The only thing I would have to figure out on Season 3 is how to get fuel out to that border, out to that post, wherever we get the oil from. But I don't think that will be terrible, because we do have a tanker then going out there, and we already have everything else set up. So I just have to set up a fuel storage, just a small one, right by the harbor, and then set up a couple of another trucks to distribute that fuel. And the distribution would just go to the fire station, like we have it set up right now with 2 helicopters at least, and we have a lot of dollars. I haven't used the dollars yet at all, so that's a good option. And to the construction office. Construction office will be a little more funky. We cannot transport purchased vehicles via ships. I don't think we can, so we would have to manually load it there, unless I may be able to try to test if we can use a vehicle storage to transport vehicles via helicopter. Because helicopters can absolutely transport the vehicles. That's what they do in the construction office for the helicopter. But I want to make sure that works. Otherwise we have to import vehicles on the island. Not ideal, but if I can do it with a helicopter, I will, because we have a good number of helicopters already in use, so we can just repurpose one for a short period of time just as a transporter and get some excavators out there. And that should be... I like it. I like it a lot. We can construct everything we need with the helicopter, so that should be good. No, actually we can't. At this point we don't have a helicopter big enough to transport all the things that we need to transport to be efficient and effective at constructing. There are problems. There are problems still happening, and I'm glad I did this, because it got me to a point where I can actually do fuel, which fuel we need. Right now I'm actually working on steel. Actually, that's coming on Tuesday. Little spoiler, steel is coming. Kind of. Well, not really, but it is. But no, it's happening. We'll see what happens. I'm really just waiting for this thing to get to the harbor, because it's ready and it's moving. And I was wondering if you guys had still any questions or anything you want to talk about. But if you don't, that's cool. You don't have to. You don't have to ask anything. You can just enjoy what's going on. You can even tune me out. That's totally fine. Yeah, I talk a lot. I talk a lot, definitely. Lee Hawkins, actually, he reached out to me and was talking. I think he is really starting to like the Workers and Resources game. It's just so different, and he's so busy with everything else that it's not happening yet, but there is a chance that he will at least do a game like this, and maybe you enjoy that too. Otherwise, he has a great City Skyline series, and he's part of the 5B1C current season, so go check that out. It's a good wrap-up. Yeah, I know, right? It's taken forever, and I don't think I can have a faster boat than this. Or even Orion. I love this game, but I'm not brave enough for seasons or power. I highly encourage you to allow yourself to fail a couple times, because that makes the game so much deeper, so much more interesting, also more complicated, absolutely. Probably more scary for that reason, but it's totally worth it. Because once you do it, you don't want to go back. I could never play this game. I tried to play Pretty Season. Pretty Season, I think the elevated metro was really cool, but everything else was just... it didn't feel right. Like, once you go that route, you're never going to go back. It's totally worth it. Look at this pretty reflection on the side of the mountain on the water. Oh boy, this is great. This... at some point I'll probably turn day-night cycle on again. That's pretty nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, the Reddington series. I mean, all of the... so far, I haven't seen any episode from Lee that I didn't like, and the way he designs and thinks through and engineers his road connections, intersections, anything he does really is pretty cool. And he had a really short, if you're on his Discord, he was sharing a short 8-hour session playing Workers and Resources, and he designed a city there that really got me inspired for doing something a little more organic. Let's go with that. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it done as good as he did, but at some point I'm probably going to go that route. This is so pretty. I'm so happy we're on this map. This is great. I think before I can get oil, though, I need to get the dry dock done so we can actually build our own ships. But before I can do that, we need steel. So yeah, Season 3 needs all of that. And we need a ton of steel to actually have all these oil jacks set up. So yeah, steel, probably the next thing, and then oil can come later. Preparing for a 1900 horsepower run so I can build local hydroelectricity by 1927. Let me know how that goes. A lot of people always ask me to do the really early start, which I'm not opposed to, but I'm a little worried at starting any series that is super heavily reliant on mods that can sometimes just fire backwards. That's not really good. Mario, it is an odd time for streaming for me, but hey, I had time today. That's what we're here. What are you? What happened? No. Go back to where you were. Go back to the pumping harbor. Why didn't you fill up with anything? I wanted this to be the end, but that's not going to happen. There is 1,000 liters of oil, or tons, or whatever you want to call it. Is readily available. Sorry. I'm sure the pumping harbor didn't have a power supply for a second. Okay, there's wind. You should have enough power available now. Why? Okay, now you have power. Great. You really... Well, I found a problem. I found a big problem. But why? Oh. Oh. Oopsies. Okay. Yeah, get out of there. Let's see, you have to probably get out of the area of influence before I can send you back. Not having power is not really a problem. It's more a problem of you not staying there long enough for it not to matter. Okay, let's try this again. Not the right view. There you go. What else do we have? Jan Age Fjortoft. Hi, Joe. I've been following an example with a hard start from Season 3. Is there a way to show you my work ideas or a way to do a fan Joe split screen series? Absolutely. I've been looking for Patreons or YouTube members that want either to have me fix their map or share their map. That's super fun. Or just anything Works and Resources related. I would love a collaboration if it's just something where you want me to show off what you have. If it's something where we can record something together and just show side by side, or just maybe have me ask you why you're making some decisions that you have made. All of that sounds great, Jan. You can send me an email. You find that on my channel about page. or if you want to become a Discord, a channel member or a Patreon, it's maybe easier to get in contact there, and then we can also talk on Discord. But yes, absolutely, I would love to do something like what you're suggesting. Dakota, season power is the way to go. Importing resources from custom adds the realism potential to resource shortages. Yes. Which is why for season 3, I'm not going to build it like I just did. It will be more helicopter heavy, but that's fine because there is an island that's close to the main peninsula that also has oil that we can use, and I think that would be a great fit. It's also not as heavily mountainized. not too many rocks on there, so we can actually build. Let's see. Charles, it would be cool if they didn't tell you where resources are and you have to send out exploration teams to out to explore. Yes, there is a resource survey or material survey bullet point on the Trello list or the roadmap. So I think there's a chance that may still come. So fingers crossed. Wimpy, yeah, have a good day. It was on unload. Yes, you were right. If I would read my stream, I would see that. Dakota, their really early starts are going to be slow as heck, and I think the main problem too is wagons 18 kilometers max speed. Not every vehicle has a 2-horse option. Sure, but hey, as long as all the mods are actually working, please make a Steam collection and send it to me, because I would like for season 4 to be a super early start. I don't have a problem with it. I just need the mods to be reliable and working and in line with the vanilla game, ideally. It was on unload, yes. It's got fuel in it. Oh, don't say that. Yeah, no, it doesn't have fuel. Yeah, it's loading really slow because of the power problem, but honestly, I don't... Until I bring full power out here, which one of the options is to use the oil power plant, I don't... Ooh, actually... I think there's a building that I have here that may work. Parking lot power plant. Run of the river hydroelectricity. Large offshore wind turbine. Sure. Okay, so the problem with all of these, I actually need workers, so someone has to work out here. Yeah, it's not going to work for a while. Wind turbine medium, solar power plant. Yeah, all the other options for power actually need workers, and that's fine, but it's not the way it's set up right now, because once you need workers, you need all the peripherals for a city, and we can't do that right now. So, it is what it is. Well, I've made many mistakes many times. Yes. We all hopefully have. Hooray. A monthly showcase side series would make for cool content. Absolutely. I just need to actually get enough interest for people that want to share. I'm totally down with that. Just get in contact with me, please. I can't get in contact with you through your username because YouTube doesn't allow me to do anything with your username, so that's sad. But it's the way it is. Martin, hey, how's it going? Have you been here the whole time? About early start, I made one in 1945. I may have seen that one. I would like a little earlier than that. The wind turbines don't matter for adding because the problem is not... let's see here, scroll out a little bit. The wind turbine is running. The problem is when it's running, it's making more than enough power. The problem shows up when there's not enough wind to make enough power, and once it drops below 10 miles per second, meters per second, the power is just not high enough anymore, and that's the problem. So adding more wind turbines gives you a smaller chance of having a little bit longer supply, but really the problem is the wind. If the wind was a little higher, it would be a little better. So all of this is a little slower than I need it to be, but that's okay. Look at that guy. What's wrong with you? That's just funny. Anyways, it is filling up. That's all that matters. Obviously, there's a tiny bit of money in there. We really have to bring this to a refinery. But that's not going to happen for a little while. For right now, this is all we have. There's our little mountain rescue station with 3 helicopters doing their thing. You don't need firefighters, you just need cranes. How big are the cranes? They're just pretty. Yep, no, I like it. Honestly, I didn't know that the NATO side had helicopters, but they do. So there you are. What else is up? Money is good. I'm sure we have citizen problems. Yeah, we lost 600 more citizens. Maybe I have to fix that next time first before I can do anything else. Stop killing your people. I don't know what their problem is, but I'll figure that out. Turn the user interface off so you don't know what the problems are, because I don't know what the problems are right now. Just join. There's one megapack mob for 1920, 1936 start. I think someone mentioned that before, and I'm not sure that I've looked at that. So, okay. Charles, I usually put turbines in the mountains and highlands. Makes it look nice too. It does. It would be cool if you put a turbine on the top of something, it would actually get a higher production than if you put it on the bottom of something. Like, it's high on a mountain because there's more wind going over there, close to the ocean. Like City Skyline does it. There's like different wind areas and you have different production, but in City Skylines is also constant. Here it's not constant, but it's cyclic. If you look at the numbers here, it goes up to whatever and then down to whatever, and it's pretty, I think there are like 3 different cycles that go, like below 10 to 20 to 12 to 20 to below 10, like it's pretty cyclic. You can predict it, so it's relatively constant the whole time. It just works. If we can adjust this, that'd be cool. What else? My biggest truck, 12-ton open bed, goes 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. That's fine. Especially on the mud roads. The mud roads only allow 30 anyway, so at the beginning you don't even have to upgrade to gravel, which could be a good thing. Isn't that it though? Isn't there a wind map on this? Not that I know of. Ooh, ship's leaving. As far as I know... No, there's no... Unless I'm missing something, there's no wind map on this yet? Maybe later. Maybe they make it more like City Skyline, but for right now, we don't have that. And that's okay. They're just... Don't forget, we are technically still in early access, and we're going to be in early access for a little while. So, give it some time. But, boat is full. Things are working. That's cool. Mud goes to 10 in the rain, yes, but if you're on YouTube and you want to record something, you can't turn on day-night cycle, so that apparently removes the rain possibility, which is a little sad. But it is what it is. Must be mixing up games. I think SimCity 5 has a wind map. Yes, SimCity, I'm pretty sure has a wind map. City Skylines has a wind map. This one doesn't have a wind map yet. We'll see how that happens, if that happens, if it ever happens. If not, that's fine. Anyways, I do have to go. Really happy that you guys were able to show up and come by and stop by and hang out with me, because that is why I do this. If you like the stuff, yeah, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to do this now. If you like this kind of stuff, maybe subscribe. So you get notified when I do have a stream or a new video coming out. Like in 26 minutes from now, there's a new video coming out. Maybe you want a notification for that. Subscribe to the channel is one thing. You can also click the bell so you get the notifications. You can also become a member. Right now I don't have a ton of perks, but if you have things that you want to talk about or that you want me to know, or other things, it's an easier way to get in contact with me. There's a Discord server for all channel supporters. There's a Patreon, and so on. So I'm going to read the rest here, but I will say bye for now. Thanks for coming. That's been mixing up game. Yes. Hi, well, level 50. Henry, just started playing working controls a few days ago. What industry should I start with? Oh boy. The easiest is oil. Most productive at the beginning is food. Go with that. Thanks, Dakota. Okay, really gonna go now. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Thanks for watching.